Another weekend, another What's Happening in the West Music Department weekly podcast. It's Eric Songer with you, and thanks for joining me. Once a week, we take a look at what's happening in the Chaska Middle School West Band Department, and it's that time of year where things are really busy and heating up. Lots of great things going on. So this is our weekly podcast for January 26, 2018, and off we go. So the week in review, what a weird week this was. We had a work day on Monday for end of the semester grading for teachers, and we had just a absolute blizzard outside, and that led to a snow day on Tuesday. So we didn't even have school this week till Wednesday, and then for seventh graders, it was your ski trip. So seventh graders really didn't even have school till Thursday, and then the sixth graders had their great Ellis Island event today on Friday. So you only had 2 days of school, sixth graders. So very interesting week. On top of all that, there were no block days this week, which was originally planned since it was the first week of the semester. So things were just really zany. A couple things we had to reschedule in the band department. We were going to have the great Ian Allison come on out and speak to us on Tuesday. That's been rescheduled for March 20th. And it was unfortunate. Vanamali Medina came out, great flute teacher in our area. And unfortunately, it was on the seventh graders ski trip day. And some sixth graders probably didn't get the memo that she was still coming out. So, but I'm really grateful for the flute players that got to see Vanamali, such a talented teacher. And if you're interested in taking private lessons, flute players, I'd highly recommend her. She teaches out at McPhail in Chanhassen. And anybody in the band, regardless of what instrument you play, and you can definitely give me just come up and let me know if you're interested in taking lessons, and I can connect you with a really good teacher. So anyway, so it was a pretty crazy week, and next week we'll be back into the regular swing of things as we look ahead to a normal 5-day week next week. Monday's an A day, Tuesday's a B day, Wednesday and Thursday are the blocks, and then next Friday is an A day. And before people start complaining that that's 3 weeks in a row that we've had an A day Friday, just keep in mind that the last 2 weeks were supposed to be 4-day weeks in which Monday we didn't meet. And Monday's always an A day, so that's how they make that up. So we are actually even now, a number of A and B days that we've had this year, and so it's like we're starting all over again. And so this Friday will be an A day, and then the following week, I promise you, Friday will be a B day again. So that's looking at the schedule. As far as band lessons go, on Monday this week, January 29th, we're going to have all sixth graders come to their band lesson this week on Monday. That's because on Tuesday I'm going to be gone most of the day. So we're going to have all sixth grade A and B day lessons on Monday. So B day band members, please be aware of that and bring your instruments to school and come to your lesson on Monday, even though you don't have full band Monday. And the schedule looks like this for sixth graders. Low brass will be 4th hour at the beginning, percussion right after lunch, 4th hour. Then flutes beginning of 5th hour, clarinets halfway through 5th hour, that's 1:20. And then we actually have 6th hour lessons now this semester. And so the saxophones, you will have a 6th hour lesson at 1:50, right at the beginning of the hour on Monday. And then all the sixth grade trumpets will come at 2:10. That's about halfway through 6th hour. And then French horns, you now have your own lesson, and that will be right at the beginning of 7th hour. And that'll be followed by the bonus lesson, four mallets, which will be halfway through 7th hour. So that's the band lesson schedule for sixth graders on Monday. Again, no band lessons on Tuesday. All B-day sixth graders come on Monday. And then as we look ahead to the rest of the week for band lessons, we have traditional 7th and 8th grade band lessons. You have many options. You can come 3rd hour Monday, 4th hour Monday. You can also come during 5th or 7th hour on Wednesday, or 4th hour on Thursday. Those are all options for traditional lessons for 7th and 8th grade. For our wind ensembles, we'll have our socio fifthlets, openonatonics, brass 6, flute 4, all meeting during wind 1 as usual on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we have the Pennies for Patience kickoff during wind 2. So wind 3 will be Dodeca Beats in Times Square. And we will not be having a traditional 7th and 8th grade band lesson during wind 3. And then the Spice Girls and Bland Boys groups will be meeting during 6th hour on Thursday this week. And then on top of all that, we have the first year band lesson, which will be 4th hour Thursday. We have the oboe bassoon lesson, which will be 5th hour on Wednesday. French horn tuba, 7th hour on Wednesday. And then all of our bonus lesson groups on Friday. If you are doing those, we're going to have the guitar, jazz piano 1, 4th hour this coming Friday. Songwriting and improv, 5th hour this Friday. And then looking ahead further into that day, we'll have the bass guitar and drum set 6th hour, and then the music production and listening/theory 7th hour on Friday for bonus lessons. So yeah, that was off the top of my head. That was pretty impressive, don't you think? I'm starting to get this. So anyway, so band lessons, that's what's happening this next week. Hey, the Rocket concert is this week, and I'm going to get into that a little bit more later in the podcast. But if any of you are interested in baking cookies or other kinds of goodies and donating them to the cause, we would love to have you do it. It can be as little or as much as you want. But if you want to do it, please bring them in some kind of package state, so you can like maybe wrap like 3 cookies together into plastic wrap or a baggie or something like that. Or if you're going to make muffins or cupcakes, you can sell like one of those a piece or whatever. If you're going to make a pie, you want to cut that into like 8 slices and bring in some paper plates so that we can then serve that up. And we'll be selling those at Rocket, and all the money we make will go towards Pennies for Patients, which is looking for a cure for childhood cancers and helps people who are dealing with childhood cancer. So great charity, great reason to give. So let me know if you want to bring in some baked goods. You can bring them in Thursday or Friday so we can get those ready for the sale for the Rocket concert. I think I'm done looking for dancers. I could still use another visual artist if anyone wants to paint or draw during the Rocket concert. And I think I'm good with tech crew too, but if you're really, really interested in tech crew, let me know, and I can see if I can get you a job for that event. So again, I'll talk more about what the Rocket concert is here in just a little bit. Also, the Morning Star program has turned into the Morning/Lunch Star program. So if anybody is still interested in singing or playing an instrument or DJing for breakfast before school or during school lunch shifts, let me know. And I'm putting a schedule together. I'll go through the schedule we have so far here in a little bit. But again, let me know if you're interested in doing a little performing during breakfast or lunch. 8th graders, our May 18th tour. I need those forms ASAP. I've been on your case during band. I really need those forms so I know if you're going to go or not to Eau Claire, Wisconsin on Friday, May 18th. And just a word too about registration. This coming week, high school counselors are going to come and talk to 8th graders, and our middle school counselors during advisory on Thursday are going to talk to our 6th and 7th graders about next year and signing up for class. And so I just want to let you know, first of all, for 6th and 7th graders, as far as band works, it works basically the same way it did in 6th and 7th grade, where you have one period during the day where you can take music and personal wellness. And I pretty much, like everyone else in the music and personal wellness department, I think in agreement saying we really love for you to do one of each because it just makes sense. Both music and personal wellness are so important to your development. And even if you're not great at one or the other, it's still important to be involved in those activities. And this is something I feel very strongly about, being somebody that's an athlete, somebody who's loved sports all my life and has seen the importance of sports, who continues to coach my son's basketball team and play sports myself, whether that be volleyball or golf or bowling or basketball. And then obviously I'm a musician, and I really, really value the importance of the arts and of music. And I just think they just develop the whole person. And so I really strongly encourage you to choose one of each and continue to be part of the band, continue to be part of the personal wellness program. And as far as things we offer, I think you all get an idea of what we do here. Um, my goal is really, if I boil it down to 2 things, we're going to work hard, we're going to have fun. And if you work hard and have fun, you're going to be successful. And so it really comes down to that. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to work hard. We're going to get better. I'm going to challenge you with some music and challenge you on your instrument to get better at all the different areas of playing an instrument and learning about music. But we're also going to have fun. We're going to play fun music. We're going to do cool concerts. We're going to go on trips. We're going to have multiple opportunities to do ensembles and other things that are really exciting and fun. So again, I just really, really encourage you to do both of those. As far as 8th graders going on to high school, you've been in band, I'm guessing now most of you, all 4 years since 5th grade, unless you just joined late, which some of you did. But high school band is an incredible experience. It's different than middle school in that you have band every day. There's different opportunities, things like pep band, pit orchestra, the solo contest is run through the state high school league. There's just it's at a different level than what we're doing at middle school, obviously, because you're better and you're in high school and there's more opportunities out there for you. So I'd encourage you to do it. Everybody is required to take 1 year of a fine arts class in high school, so why not continue on in band your freshman year and check it out. Band is a great way to get to know other people. You do marching band at the beginning of the year, and you'll meet a lot of people from Pioneer Ridge and East, and you'll get to know upperclassmen. And by the first day of school, you already know a lot of people, and you feel like you've already been going to school for a couple of weeks, and you're not as nervous, which is really cool. The music is incredible. I always think the older you get, the better you get, the better music you get to play. And so for those of you who really like music, it has those chills down the spine moments a lot, which is really neat. Those of you who love music, you're going to be challenged by it more. You have an opportunity to try out for the top band, or you don't have to try out and just be in a band where you continue to practice and play kind of at the level that you're at, and you're happy with that because you just want to be involved in a music program. So I know there's a lot of choices out there for electives. Just keep in mind you have 2.5 periods worth of electives that you can fill your freshman year. And every year it gets to be more and more and more. So like your senior year, like 5 of those periods are electives. So you don't have to take everything in that registration manual right now. You have time to continue to play music and be part of it. So the last thing I want you to do is to not be in music and just quit that side of you, because my 8th grader, I'm speaking right now to my 8th graders. I love you guys. I realize that you are very talented at many things, but music is one of those. So don't give that up. It's very, very important to keep that going. Let's look at the after-school schedule for this week. Country band meeting on Monday, 6th grade jazz band Tuesday, rhythm section and 7th and 8th grade jazz bands all on Thursday. Garage band's not meeting Friday after school because of that Rocket concert, which again, I'm getting to here shortly. Morning Star, Lunch Star. Nobody on Monday, but Jeannie and Jennifer will be performing at breakfast on Tuesday. DJ Casey will be in the house Wednesday for breakfast and also at 6th grade lunch. DJ Amy at 8th grade lunch. DJ Caleb at 7th grade lunch. DJ Callie at morning Thursday as well as Thursday 6th grade lunch. DJ Kenna during 8th grade lunch Thursday. And Ellie Mueller will make her debut performance at Morning Star on Friday morning. So we're very excited for all that. Okay, upcoming events. Tuesday's a big day. It's our district band festival. Very exciting day because we get to take all the 7th and 8th grade band members over to the high school that they're going to attend and get to play with other 7th or 8th graders from Pioneer Ridge and East that are going to the same high school, getting to work with a great guest conductor by the name of Joni Sutton. She's a good friend of mine who's an awesome retired band director, taught middle school for many years. She knows her stuff. She knows how to have fun. I'm very excited for all of our kids to get to work with her. Then they'll get to work with our 2 awesome high school band directors at Chan, Mr. Swanson, and at Chaska, Mr. Beckler. I think the world of both of these guys. They do incredible things at the high school, and so I'm really excited for all of you to get a chance to work with them. And then at the end of the day, we do a performance where the 7th graders all combine to play Celtic Air and Dance. The 8th graders will combine to play Monmouth Overture, and then you'll all get to hear the top band at your respective high school perform. So a really fun day. How it will work is all the Chan people will check in with their first hour teacher, and then we'll get on the bus and go to Chan first hour through the end of third hour, and then be back in time for lunch and fourth hour. Chaska people, you'll all eat 8th grade lunch. You'll all eat the first lunch. So after third hour, go to the 8th grade lunch. 7th graders, you can eat up in my room. And then we will go over to Chaska High School 4th hour through the end of 6th hour. Make sure you have your instruments. Make sure you have your music. And flute players from 8th grade, make sure you have your recorders. Bring a music stand if you got one. That'd be very helpful. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. You may wear whatever you like to wear. And have a great attitude. It's going to be a fun day. So what else? So we got some other cool things going on. Rocket. I should talk about Rocket. It's on Groundhog's Day. And it's Friday, February 2nd at 7:30 p.m. at Chaska Middle School West. The Rocket concert, named after the magazine I used to write as a kid. I can tell you that story if you don't know the story or you just want to hear it again. It's a good story. But the Rocket concert features our 3 garage bands and our country bluegrass band. And they'll all be performing a set on a makeshift stage that we build in the CMS West gym. And we have 2 big screens on either side where we have live video footage going on. We're going to have at least one visual artist doing some drawing or painting that's inspired by the music going on live as we perform. We have a bunch of kids running technology, running from sound to lights to video, which is really sweet. Like I said, we're going to have people baking stuff that we'll have for sale, and you can buy that with the proceeds going to Pennies for Patients. There's free admission, so no cost to get into the concert. We're also going to have some dancers from the talent show. Rumor has it that the quintet of sixth graders are going to be back, and maybe our incredible tap dancer Connor Johnson will be there, so I'm very excited about that. Our DJs will be in the house, Kenna and Amy for their last rocket, and Caleb and Callie and maybe Casey, so really excited to have those guys in. So, and who knows what else might occur at the Rocket concert this year. So 7:30 p.m. this Friday night. You're all welcome, free, open to the public. Bring some money to buy some baked goods to help support Pennies for Patients. So then, it's crazy. There's so many cool things going on. This podcast I swear, in January, February, these podcasts last forever because there's so many things going on. I feel like I'm talking faster. Am I talking faster? The District Jazz Festival will occur on Saturday, February 10th at Chaska High School this year. Chaska High School. And it will feature guest artist Jim Tenbenzel. Now, Jim Tenbenzel, for those of you who don't know, has been a Minneapolis trombone legend for 6 decades. He probably doesn't want me to say that. Jim and I played in a band together for many, many years, up until just a couple years ago, and I got to sit next to Jim, and he is a very great player and a very funny guy. So it's going to be a real treat to have Jim here on February 10th, District Jazz Festival. And how that day looks is all the middle school and high school jazz bands in our district have a clinic and a short performance during the day, either on Friday or Saturday. The high school band's on Friday, the middle school's on Saturday. So here's a quick rundown of the schedule on Saturday. And the times I give, each of these groups should be at Chaska High School in the band room 45 minutes prior to this time so they can warm up. The time I'm giving you is when they perform and get a clinic. And this is also free and open to the public to come check out at the Chaska High School Auditorium on Saturday, February 10th. So the 8th grade jazz band will play at 11:15, the 6th grade jazz band at 12 noon, the rhythm section, 8th grade rhythm section at 12:45 p.m., the 7th grade jazz band at 2:30 p.m. So that's when they're performing and getting a clinic in the auditorium. Now, after that's all done at around 4:15, we're going to have a big clinic for all the students with Jim Tenbenzel. And then we're going to have a rehearsal for the evening concert, followed by dinner. And if the kids want dinner, they need to bring $5, and they will get a big piece of pizza and some chips, some cookies, a beverage. And if they want more, bring a few more bucks. You can buy more pizza. They'll also have other concessions there. I think they'll probably have like hot dogs, and I don't know if they're going to do like the soft pretzels or nachos or things like that. But there'll be more food on hand at the concession stand if you want more than just the $5 meal deal. So that will happen. And then at 7 o'clock is the evening finale concert featuring every jazz band in the district and our adult jazz band, which I'm playing in, along with our guest artist, Jim Tenbenzel. And the pre-concert, which starts at 6:45, will be presented by our very own rhythm section. So very excited. It's going to be a great concert. Get your tickets early. I sent out, I sent out an email to the jazz bands, the parents, on a link where you can get that. I should really post that somewhere. Maybe I'll get that onto the school website here after I finish this podcast so you can get your tickets for that concert. You can also get tickets at the door, but it does get pretty full. It could potentially sell out. So I would say get there early or get your tickets early. So that's the District Jazz Festival. 2 more quick events. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about these right now because they're a little bit further into the future. The Country and Garage Band Tour is on Thursday, February 15th. We'll be gone all day and into the evening playing at Bluff Creek Elementary School, UW River Falls, and the Burnsville Garage, which is a really sweet venue. If you have not been there, it is so rad. You got to check this place out. So that'll be a 7 p.m. performance at the Garage with the Garage Bands and the Country Band and also the high school Garage Bands. And then finally, we have some 5th grade visits coming that our rhythm section is going to play for on Friday, February 16th. And then the following Tuesday, which I guess that would be February 20th. So check that out as well. So So that's what's upcoming. Just some news here and some basic info to close here on what's happening in the West Band Department for the week of January 26th. And that is congratulations again to Sean Bartles, who is in the State Honor Jazz Band. He had a rehearsal and a concert this past Sunday, and they'll be performing again at the State Music Education Convention in February. I believe the date on that is Friday, February 23rd. I don't know if they've announced the time for it. They probably have. It's usually like around 10:30 in the morning that they'll do that. So very excited for Sean and to see him in that concert. And then lots of other honor bands. This is kind of old news now. It came out a couple weeks ago, but another huge recognition to 8th graders Hannah, Peyton, Ava, Jordan, and Timmy for making the Mankato Regional State Honor Band. And then congratulations to 8th graders Sydney, Hannah, Donatella, Max, Sean, John, Timmy, and also 7th graders Anna, Keegan, Abby, Hope, and Jennifer. They all made the Tri-State Honor Band in Decorah, Iowa, so huge congrats to them. And then this just came out. We had 3 kids chosen for the Regional State Honor Jazz Band in Lakeville on March 3rd. And so a huge congratulations to Will, Blake, and Donatella for making that group. So I think I got that all. I did want to send a quick thank you out to all of those who supported our Donors Choose Setting the Stage program. We got funded, which is awesome, and that's thanks to some of you for your wonderful gifts and kind donations. And some of the things we're getting with that are some stage lights, some microphones, some other sound gear, and a couple other kind of fun things, a strobe light and a fog machine. And boy, wouldn't that be cool if it was here in time for the Rocket concert on Friday. We'll see. Fingers are crossed. So if we get them, we'll use them. So that's really, really cool. So thank you for your thoughts and your donations and just generosity there. I'm on Twitter at CMSW Band or at Songer Studio. You can follow me there. I'm also, if you want text reminders, you can send the message at 17band6 at 17band7 or at 17band8 to the number 81010, and you'll get filled in with things like lesson schedules, events coming up, playing tests, things like that. And then also Google Classroom has a copy of the lesson schedule and other things of pertinent information. And I have a YouTube channel. If you didn't notice, I'm right here right now. So Mr. Songer's channel. You can check out talent show footage right here on Mr. Songer's channel. Footage from the winter band concerts on here, and much, much more. Plus, every weekly podcast, you could like do a a Chaska Middle School West What's Happening in the Band Department weekly podcast marathon. You literally could do that, and for like hours, you could just watch me talking about things going on. I mean, I can't think of a better way to spend a weekend. I should really like get these on Netflix. I think people would really enjoy that. Amazon Prime, maybe. You know, I don't even know what all that stuff. I don't have Netflix. I once made a list of things that I don't do that I feel like the whole world does, and like Netflix, drinking coffee, getting up early. Those things like all made the list because I don't do any of those things. I know I'm really strange, but there's probably a lot of things I do that nobody else does. But I'm way off the topic. This has been a long podcast. If you've made it this far, congratulations. I wish I could throw like a piece of chocolate through the screen too. So thanks for watching. I'll be back again next week, and I know you'll want to come back because you never know. Maybe I'll do something live from the Rocket concert next week because it'll be next Friday night, which is what I usually do these. So we'll see. We can always hold out hope, right? So, hey, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching.